Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live stream on my YouTube channel. The date is January 11th, still one of my first few live streams of 2025. We're going to be discussing some awesome things today. Not too long. I'm going to make it short, simple, potent, show you a few things as well. And we're going to dive into today's global meditation because that's the first global meditation of 2025 of the global meditations that I do on the repeating numbers of every month, every single month, over and over and over again. So, this also marks the first global meditation on my YouTube channel of 2025, January 11th. The next one will be on February 2nd, March 3rd, April 4th, and so on and so forth. So, again, thank you all very much for tuning in and joining me today. The title of today's live stream is Angels and Demons, the Truth and the Misunderstandings. And the reason why that's the title of today's live stream is because right now, available on Unified TV, is the newest interview part of the Conversations with Ray series called Angels and Demons, all about the truth behind these concepts of angels and demons. So before I dive in further, I'm going to show you guys a quick little preview so you guys understand what to expect. Here it is. Do angels exist?
Yes.
Have you ever had experiences with these entities?
One, Raphael.
What did you see in this experience?
In my eyes, I saw a shape.
What was the shape?
The entity is a light. We are all entities of light. We just, as humans, happen to have a body. Because in order for us to relate to each other, we need to see a body. And suddenly I saw a light that was conversing with me. I got uncomfortable. I need to see something. So they give me a vision of a body.
What was the purpose of this experience?
It was to help somebody here on Earth that needed medical help.
Why you?
I don't know.
Where in the world was it?
No, it wasn't here.
It wasn't on this planet? So as you can see, this is a very, very exciting new interview, new conversation, new whatever you want to call it, that is now coming out for the entire world. It's available right now on Unified TV, and it's all about this topic of angels and demons. Now, before I speak about it, and before we dive into the global meditation with a collective intention that we're going to be setting for this year as a whole, I want to ask you all, where are you tuning in from? You guys know I start every live stream that way. I want to know where you're tuning in from, whether it's a city, state, town, country, village, continent, whatever it may be, just to really see how far and wide we really reach all around the world. So I see New York, Vegas, Colorado, Texas, Georgia, Maryland, Thailand, Georgia, British Columbia, Canada, Ohio, St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, Arizona, Sweden, South California, Tallahassee, Ivory Coast, Montreal, Greece, Massachusetts, Buda, Texas, that's a cool name, Spring Hill, Florida, St. Louis, Missouri, Virginia, Cornwall, England, Fort Myers, Florida, Michigan, Helsinki, Alberta, Ohio, New Hampshire, Ohio, Philippines, Iceland, Louisiana, South Louisiana, Hungary, Canada, Argentina, South Wales, Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Washington State, Michigan, Netherlands, Cuba, Indiana, Melbourne, Missouri, European Union, very cool. Slovakia, amazing, amazing. Utah, London, Syracuse, UK, Missouri, Miami, hello, hello, that's where I am. New Jersey, Haifa in Israel, Croatia, Sweden, Ontario, Montana, Alberta, Australia, Egypt, the Netherlands, Rhode Island. We got people from all around the world. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to dive right in just with some preface notes on this idea of angels and demons. Now, there are a lot of people that refer to angels and demons, God and the devil. And there's a very big misconception there, and it's all pertaining to the word and. You see, when speaking about the topic of God, you cannot have God and something else. And the reason why is because if you want to do your best to define God, even though you cannot define something that's limitless, infinite, and eternal in its nature, it would be absolutely everything, everything that simply is. So to say God and something completely defeats the purpose and the definition of what this thing that we call God or divine consciousness or universal consciousness truly is. We can't do that while still understanding and embodying what the true concept of God actually embodies, constitutes, and entails. So, for everybody that's wondering, what is the devil? Well, if God is infinite potential, if God is anything and everything that could be, that means, according to that way of understanding, which is a fundamental way of understanding what the concept of God truly is, the devil is a potential of all that is. Now, that doesn't mean that God is evil. That means that we, who are sparks of that divine eternal light that many people call God, have free choice. And through that free choice and free will, we can decide how we want to act. We can decide the types of actions we want to take. We can decide if we want to do things for the purposes of helping others selflessly or only helping ourselves selfishly. One embodies the idea of only goodness, which is all that God truly is. And the other one represents a potential of our own free will, which is what many people call Satan or the devil. Now, is there an entity that is Satan or the devil? And the answer is sure. It's still not outside of the infinite potential of God. It's just an expression, in a way, of a frequency that we create through our own actions, that we create through our own free will. And when we understand that, it changes our entire conception. It changes our entire perception on God and anything else. So, yes, the devil exists. Yes, demons exist. Yes, negative entities exist, but they exist as a result of us and because of us, and they are not something that happens to us. In addition to that, those negative or distorted frequencies can only take over you or hurt you if you are in resonance with them. That's where your power and control comes in. That's where you have the power to create whatever you want to see in the world. Because ultimately, you are the one that sets your own vibration. And if your own vibration is one that is distorted or incoherent, you will resonate with distortions and incoherency. And when you resonate and align with distortions and incoherency, you end up experiencing distortion and incoherency as an expression in your own life. That's what we call unlucky or bad things happening or Satan or the devil. Now, how do we wrap around our heads around the fact that there are people in the world that are doing demonic things? Well, it goes back to what I just said. They are acting on their own free will, yet they are all sparks of the divine light, the eternal light that absolutely simply is. Everything that is, all that is. Now, that doesn't mean that we just sit there and say, okay, well, if it's all that is, that everything's fine, nobody needs to take accountability. No, there are consequences to our actions. But the only thing that exists fundamentally is goodness. That's why the Rabbi in Rays of Light says over and over and over again, everything comes from good and returns back to good. Everything is good, comes from good, and returns back to good, because that's the fundamental truth. What we choose to do with that goodness, converting it into distorted frequencies through our own free will, is completely different than what we've been taught. So the truth is that everything is good. The misunderstandings is that there is good and bad. Yes, on the surface of it all, there is good and bad. But at the core of it all, everything comes from a good place because everything is a part of all that is. That's a big portion of what Ray speaks about in this brand new interview available right now on Unified TV called Angels and Demons. It's all about understanding what angels truly are and what demons truly are. And I will tell you right now, they are not the exact same things that our religious leaders and our religious doctrines and the way that we interpreted them taught us and told us that they are. They are something completely different, and the truth is a lot more liberating than this idea and notion that there are bad things that are going to take over you and there's nothing you could do about it. There's a lot that you can do about it. The question is, are you going to take action and put in the effort to change any distorted frequencies into good, to change any demons into angels, to change any satanic or demonic actions into God embodied actions, into divinely embodied actions, and so on and so forth? So if you want to learn more about this topic, right now on Unified TV, it's an incredible interview. It's about 30 minutes in depth, all about this topic and this so called dichotomy of angels versus demons, of God versus the devil. And I truly, truly look forward to hearing your feedback and your thoughts and answering your questions after you guys watch this incredible episode called Angels and Demons as part of the newest series called Conversations with Ray, exclusively on Unified TV. You can go to unified.tv or download the Unified TV app to get started. If you're not already a member, sign up to get started with your 7-day free trial. It is a powerful, powerful conversation. And if you haven't watched all the Conversations with Ray episodes before that, make sure to watch all of them because this is the 6th episode of the entire series thus far. And there will be many others as well. I look forward to sharing them all with you. So, with that being said, I want to dive into today's global meditation, the first global meditation on my YouTube channel of 2025. The rules are very simple. All you have to do is be, breathe, visualize, be calm, be present, and use the power of your own belief and visualization to bring forth the highest outcome and the highest good for all. May we also use this time to pray for others in need, especially for those going through what they're going through in Southern California right now around the Los Angeles and Palisades area and many other areas, because they need our help. And collective prayer and collective intention can bring forth energies that we cannot comprehend on an individual level, but they do help in many, many ways. So I'm going to ask you all, and I invite you all to close your eyes. Start breathing intentionally and consciously in and out through your nose, in and out through your stomach. And let's take the 10 minutes in silence to just be. I'll see you guys on the other side. And I'm inviting you all back into your bodies, into your beings, with a big smile on your face. And I ask you all how you're feeling with one word. If you care to share in the live chat or the comments below, if you're watching on the replay, relaxed, light, calming, happy, peaceful, good, great, thankful, excellent, calm, abundant, released, joyful, excited, connected, content, grateful, hopeful, still, blessed, centered, happy, connected, relieved, wonderful, joyful, grounded, and it keeps going. Welcome to a new year, to a new era, to a new time, to a new chapter. May we all come together this year to make incredible things happen. And I can tell you that in the very near future, we're definitely going to do that in certain ways that you guys will understand over the next few days. I appreciate you all with all my heart. I thank you all for always tuning into the Global Meditations. I'm very, very excited and grateful for this new episode, Angels and Demons, out now on Unified TV as part of the Conversations with Ray series. And I'm thankful and grateful to each and every one of you for supporting the Unified mission in all the ways that you guys have. Thank you so much for being full of love, for being full of giving, for being full of gratitude, for being full of compassion, for being full of forgiveness. I thank you all, and I will remind you all now before we bring this to an end. Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, I have a live on Unified TV. I'm sorry, it's actually on YouTube, all about the fires going on in California and the truth that they do not want you to know. Make sure to tune into that incredible upcoming live, all about the truth of the fires in California, on January 13th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I love you all immensely. I appreciate you all greatly. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and I will see you all soon.